Hello, good morning, Awesome Life 101 family.
Good
Happy
morning.
Saturday. Happy to see you here.
Good morning, everybody.
This morning we're going to be talking about passion and finding and pursuing what you're passionate about and developing, nurturing, cultivating that passion in your life. And we know that we don't need to define passion. We all have had that feeling at some point in our lives. So I would like to ask everyone to take a moment and tune in to something that you are or have been passionate about in your life. Take a moment to hook on to what that thing has been in your life that you've been passionate about. And then see if you can magnify the sensation of being passionate about something. What does that feel like when you're truly passionate? And someone says, time to come to dinner. And you're like, oh, 5 more minutes. And then an hour later, they're like, are you still at it? Right? Whatever it is, some kind of craft, or surfers do it, video games, right? It's that like doing the thing for its own sake, not for some outcome, right? And you get into that flow state and you just can't stop. So, they say that what you focus on expands.
Yep.
So we want to spend time this morning really focusing on passion and bringing that, to the forefront of our mind so that we can have more of it in our lives. But let's start by talking about all the benefits that cultivating passion will bring for us.
Yeah, like providing the specific. But when you have a passion for something, right? It is adrenaline that is coming. It works different when you have a passion. It is the adrenaline that just get you to keep on going, move, go, do it, and you end up getting up early. For example, for what I do now, right? It get me to, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting up, I'm ready to be on my computer, and it's not like somebody's telling me you gotta go do the job, because I have the passion to do what I'm doing now. So
Right.
kind of it's different. It kind of give you the wake up call, like wake up, let's go, let's do it.
I think one of the great things about passion is that it provides clarity and direction. Because I've had lots of periods in my life where I'm not really sure what I'm passionate about. And so you just don't know what to really focus on in your days, your weeks, your months, and that becomes years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just kind of interested in everything and well-rounded. But having that focus can really help you decide what books to read, what movies to watch. It's very focusing.
When you got a passion for something, you actually you know what you know, but you're searching for more to know more about what you don't know. Especially if you have, for example, you have a passion for skiing, all right? You wanted to go skiing all the time. You wanted to be good at skiing, but also you wanted to learn from the best. All right, you wanted to learn what the other people do. You wanted to watch the video that people's doing some crazy stuff and skiing. All right, and you have that passion to have a
To pursue it.
to go to the ski store, to enjoying all this product available. That's passion.
Yeah, it increases your motivation. It so you don't feel like you're overcoming obstacles and struggling through stuff in life. You're motivated. You're intrinsically motivated. Doing the thing is the reward.
Natural.
You're not doing it in order to get a reward, right?
Yeah.
So you're likely to just put in the time, effort, money, whatever it takes to pursue that thing.
Yeah. And it will increase a lot of productivity.
Sure.
When you have a passion to do something,
you're less distractible.
You're less distractible.
Yeah.
Less distractible. Yeah.
Obviously, it brings joy and satisfaction and a feeling of fulfillment to our lives, right? Yeah, you have
And
something that you love
um,
to do.
yeah, and build a resilience. You be focused on what you do. You like you gotta do what you gotta do. And you know what you do. And you know that passion is something that you want. It's something that you're dreaming every day. It's something that you can stop thinking about it. Right?
And if you fail at something, it's easier to get up and keep going at it if you love it, if you're
Yeah.
passionate about it, rather than it's something you feel like you should do.
Yeah, I mean, you actually, when you have a passion for something, you will like to actually fail because you know that that's where you're learning something new, something not to do, and what to do next. Is awesome.
What else?
But also, your passion, when you have your passion, you increase your sense of identity, right?
Oh, this
You,
is who I am. I'm a
this is who I
musician.
am. Yeah,
I'm a cook.
I'm
I'm a
cook.
baker. I'm a dog walker.
Yeah,
whatever. And it doesn't have to be your profession,
Mhm.
right? I'm a crocheter,
Yeah,
right? That's who I am. It's
yeah, the passion about it,
the
right?
passion for it.
And also it will increase the relationship, right? Especially when you have a passion for something and you want to share with somebody else that has the same passion, and that is a double passion.
Double passion. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is awesome. It's so awesome when you believe in something and you want to share with somebody that has the same values, somebody has the same beliefs. Yeah, that's why sometimes you meet some people like yesterday, right? We were in this event about spiritual mindset and all that all night, all day. So I met this guy, and when we first met, and actually we passed each other, and he was like, "Oh, I like your shirt." And then when next stop that I did, I stopped in the booth that actually was his booth that he was there, right? It was funny, like, oh, what a coincidence. And yeah, we started having a lot of conversation with that guy, and I ended up staying like more than actually I should be in one booth, right?
Whatever.
Well, whatever. But the conversation was awesome because he has a passion for something that I'm developing the passion to it, and it kind of flow the conversation, and we just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, and I know we talking about a lot of stuff.
So you talked about two important things. One is when you find one person and it strengthens your relationship and gives you things to talk about when you have similar passions and interests. But also you talked about this expo and bringing groups of people together with a common purpose to accomplish, massive transformation in the world, right? So, or people, just about a hobby or a certain sport really can coalesce around that and bring people together. And then also, right, that encourages collaboration and teamwork.
True.
Because if everyone's just doing it because it's the job, that's one thing. But if you're doing it because you all are collectively like excited about it, you work things out, you collaborate better.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean, when you collectively doing something that you have passion about it, and you have hundreds of other people who has the same passion about the same thing that you do it, and you are in the same complex, all right, in the same room, and it creates even more passion, more love, for more energy, more high frequency energy that will amplify everything you believe on. It will make even stronger and stronger. It will make even you want to keep on going. You never want to stop, but you just want to do. You want to do it. You want to do it. You want to do it, and it just feel good to do it because it's natural. It just come natural. You're just doing it. It doesn't feel like a job or something like that. You're just doing it, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've heard a couple comments today that we look glowing this morning, and I think it's because we were at the Consciousness Expo yesterday, and it was pretty magical.
It was awesome.
Thank you guys. Maybe it's the topic too.
Yeah.
So this is all fine and good if you know what you're passionate about already, right? And if you do, we're going to get back to that in a second. But I do want to take time for those of us who may not be clear yet on our passion. And so I learned this strategy from Stephen Kotler of the Flow Research Collective. And I really, really love this strategy. I've used it with some of my clients one-on-one. So you might want to take notes, or you can come back and rewatch the video or listen to our podcast. But step one is to make a list. And there's something special about having a pen and paper versus your keyboard. So I would recommend getting a favorite pen, favorite paper, settling into a space, and making a list of about 25 things that you're curious about. Things that, if you were in a library, might catch your attention. And in fact, if you're struggling with this activity of listing 25 things that you're curious about, you could do that. Walk through the nonfiction section of a library and take notes on anything that you are curious about. And to be a little specific, so if you find yourself in the gardening section, or one of your interests is gardening, is there a way to focus that? What in particular about gardening would be interesting to you? Is it producing your own food? Is it herbs? Is it flowers? Is it, whole landscape design? Try to hone in and get 25 fairly specific topics. So instead of just healing, right? Maybe it's, mind over body healing, or maybe it's natural herbal remedies, right? I don't know. I don't know things that are out of my realm. But if it, instead of just, I'm interested in cars, right? I'm interested in American-made cars before 1960, whatever. So you got your list of 25. And now comes the fun part. Steps 2 and steps 3 can be kind of interchangeable. What you're looking to do is find connections between 3 or 4 of the things on your list. Interesting, unique connections that maybe not what other people are seeing. Stephen Kotler gives this example. If one of your interests is football, and one of your interests is grasshoppers as a protein source, you could put those together and see if maybe creating a food out of grasshoppers could be a solution for stronger football players. Right? That's the example that he gives. But it will be for each of us, what are the connections, because human brain loves patterns. And once we can start putting patterns together, it releases dopamine. Every time we see a connection, it releases a hit of dopamine. And that dopamine is what provides the motivation. Right? That is our body's motivation.
Because that dopamine, it comes like a reward for your energy flow, right? It will make you just keep on moving, forward.
So if you got 3 or 4 things that you start looking at the connections, and then step 3, which I said you can go back and forth. Step 3 is to start spending time every single day. It can be 10 or 20 minutes, reading, watching videos, talking to people, right? Learning and putting those connections together, keeping a journal, keeping a notebook, so that you kind of start to feel like an expert in these things. And it doesn't take very long, even a week or 2 of sustained focus day after day, you can start to put these connections together and really start to get that ball rolling, that motivation going, right? So then step 4 is to take it public and start having conversations, finding other people who are interested and passionate in the same things.
Same way,
and start talking with them about it and getting reinforcement about your ideas and picking, new things.
And it's easy to start conversation with somebody you don't know. Just say you like your shirt. That's the guy yesterday, right?
Yeah, we met a couple people that way yesterday.
I know, and I met so many, interesting people. So, it's awesome, and all of them would not to have a conversation with them, to see their passion when they talk about their product. How much passion they have in their product, and then you start realizing that we people really became entrepreneurs, to show their passion, to show what they're passionate about to the world. And that's how people become
exciting.
entrepreneurs. It's very exciting, right? To see
Yeah.
all those people that they could go get a job somewhere, but now they prefer to do what they're really passionate about. And it's so much light in them when you talk to them. It's so much light, so much, you know, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to talk about, and I kind of skipped over, is your reticular activating system. So that's the part of your brain, we've talked about it before, where once you're looking into a certain model of car, you start seeing them everywhere in the road, right? Or once you're pregnant, you start seeing pregnant people everywhere, right? So it's the part of your brain that is scanning your whole environment for anything that's relevant to you. So once you've chosen your passion, it's way easier to find connections, right? With other people. You'll pick up on their shirt or their keychain or something that they've said over, in another conversation, because you're tuned in.
Yeah.
When you don't have a passion or you don't know what you're passionate about, these things are going on, but you're not tuned into them, right? You're not tuned to the right frequency to pick them up.
Yeah, and that's why you end up feeling like worth it. You don't know what to do in life,
bored,
and you're bored,
overwhelmed,
and a lot of the people, especially in US, it turns out that they don't like their job. You know what I mean? Because they don't have any passion in what they do. They just do it because they need to make money for they can pay their bill, and that's what there's a lot of problem in especially in this nation with the depression and it's sad. It's sad because we get taught to go the route that we weren't supposed to be in the first place. Okay. We were supposed to follow our guidance, follow our intuition, follow our passion, follow what we really love, what we care about. But so much distraction, right? So much distraction in this war make us think a different way. Think that just learn how to read and write and go to college and get a job, and as long as the job is paying you the money to pay the bill, you're good, man. You're good. You don't have to worry about anything else. And then that's why, and then when you get on a certain age, all right, you start panicking because you'll be like, wait a minute, there's a lot of things I wanted to do in life that I didn't do yet, all right. And I had a passion for this thing when I was a teenager. Why I didn't think about it anymore? Because all the distraction get you not to thinking about the passion that you had. But you know what? Everybody in some point in their life, they had the dream, the vision, and the passion to do something. All right. You said when the kids say, when I grow up, want to be this kind of thing, they meant it.
Yeah.
But the problem, like when they grow up, in the society that tell them that what they believe they want to be is not actually not good. They find something else. That could be in some situation. But the reality is like we need to follow our passion because our passion is where actually we belong. Is what I actually bring us happiness.
And yes, about the entrepreneurs who are following their passion in a business way. But if you have a job that is providing well for you, you can do two things. One is do your passions on the side, right? So all of this whole conversation, someone just asked that question. Yeah, you can have your job, your regular job, and then on the side, you have your passion, right? And so all the things that we've already talked about totally apply. You don't have to quit your job to pursue your passion. No. However, the more that you really pursue and get into your passion, the more you can start to see how your unique gift and your unique passion could actually solve other people's problems or serve the world by you sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe it becomes a side business. And then maybe you shift your focus away from your job. Or another option is you have your job and you're maybe a little bored and burnt out on it. You go back to the step of finding things that you're curious about and how do they intersect with your job, and how can that intersection make your job more interesting and passionate,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you start becoming more and more passionate about your job, and that is going to skyrocket your career success as well, if that's the route
Yeah.
you want to go.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's not just about entrepreneur, right?
Right.
I mean, if you have a passion what you do in your job, I mean, let's say you are a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, and you have a passion for what you
A bus
do.
driver.
A bus driver, right? A bus driver. That's awesome. I remember when I used to do a valet. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Valet, it is what is the. I was so happy doing valet.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was so I had the schedule I wanted, and it was easy money making. It was easy, so I love valet. So I had a passion to actually do the valet. I had a passion to get a customer coming in, drive the cars, and I had that passion, and that passion made me stay there for 15 years on the valet. All right, but then I decided I wanted to change. I want to do something new because I actually stay on that job for so long.
Also, they had a change of management.
But change the management. I mean, actually, one of the main reasons I get out of the parking business is because they changed the management.
Yeah. You would have stayed otherwise.
I would have stayed forever.
Anyway.
I would have stayed forever because I was on the company that it started from zero, and I was there. So for 15 years we built the company. I will stay there because I have a passion for it. Anything that you have a passion for it feels natural. It will come out easy, to.
And then there's a whole next level. So for those of us who have a passion already and have been doing all these things of cultivating and reading and learning and practicing every day and finding people to connect with. We didn't talk about meetup.com. I say it almost every week. Meetup is a great place to meet people with a similar passion. And then also expos. There are expos for pretty much anything. And so you can look them up and go, there were people we met yesterday who traveled from all over the country to show up, not just presenters, but people who just wanted to come and be in that space. But anything you're interested in, there are car shows, there are, home and garden shows. So just follow your passion and meet other people and build it up. But then once you've got that down, there's a whole nother level, which is turning it into a transformative purpose, right? And so thinking about what are the problems? You can get out your pen and paper again, make a list of the problems you see in the world, just all the problems you are aware of in the world. Take time to make that list, and then think about which ones are you most concerned about, which ones most resonate with what you think might be your purpose here, and then connect it with your passion, right? So back to the example of the person who's interested in football and grasshopper as a source of protein, and they've done all this research and all their talking with other people, and then they realize, wait, we could feed the whole world with grasshoppers, right? I don't know. I'm just, making this up. But you start to see how your passion can actually change the world or solve a problem for a lot of people, right? Patience and persistence empowers our passion. That's for sure. That's for sure. And especially at the beginning. Nothing's easy at the beginning.
No.
If you guys were here, I talked a few weeks ago about crossing your hands. Just crisscross your hands, interlock your fingers, and see what thumb falls on top. And then try it the other way. And it feels awkward. anything at first feels awkward, and you can't let that be the thing that stops you
Mm-hmm.
and blocks you
Yeah. Yeah.
from moving on, right? So keep doing the thing until you feel more confident with it, whether you want to maybe be a writer. And that's the exciting thing about finding your passion too, and especially in this method of finding unique combinations of passions,
Mm-hmm.
because it gives you really great book topic ideas or podcast ideas, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That can help you become like the one and only person who's put it together this way. And then other people can build their passions off of that. And that, in fact, leads to human evolution, right? That's how
That's
human evolution happens.
yeah. That's how it happened. A passion for change, desire for change,
Seeing things in a
seeing
brand new
things in a
way,
brand new way.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way it is.
So, speaking of our passion is to empower everybody to envision the life, your awesome life, right? And what it would have in it, what it would be like, and then to make a plan and to achieve it.
Yeah, because we believe that we all have a dream, and we all should have our dream come true. But sometimes we know that we need a help. We need somebody who will just motivate us. Because help will come from many ways. You can have help, moral support. You can have a financial support. You can have all kind of support. When you ask for help, right?
Yep.
But yeah, one thing that we don't want to do, because I'm this from this guy, I forgot his name. He did this poem about people that's more rich people in the grave than
Prince EA.
Prince EA.
Oh yeah, if you haven't watched his videos
He's amazing.
On YouTube, Prince EA,
Yeah.
mind blowing. Oh my gosh,
It's amazing, right? I mean, he was explaining
talk
about
about passion.
About passion. I say there's more dreams, yeah, in the grave, in the graveyard than actually what we have now, because so many people
Die with their dreams,
die with your
intact,
dream,
yeah.
attached, and because they were either maybe afraid to let it go, or they didn't find the right person to talk to about it. All right. And that's why we need this, people that will motivate you, will inspire you in the things that you really are passionate about, so you can move it to the next level. Because we believe that all men, in general, I'm saying man, woman, we are created to do something greater than what we believe that we are. Because they're truly like we've been confused for centuries, that that we are something, that we are more than what they tell us. We have more power than actually the people want to tell us that we do. And you need to find your power, and your power is on your passion.
If you're already in our Facebook group, at the very top is a welcome post, and it has a calendar link to schedule a one-on-one call with me or Toby. If you're not, come find our Facebook group. It is Awesome Life 101, and answer the questions and join. And then if you want to join the VIP group, we have a mastermind where our members meet right after this call and have a conversation. So we're going to go talk about passion and answer questions and listen to other people's perspectives about passions in their lives.
Yeah.
So you can join that on our website, www.awesomelife101.com, and look for the link to join the VIP. And it's right now, it's only $108 for the whole year. That's $9 a month. That price isn't going to last forever.
Nope.
So you should go ahead and jump on it. Join the mastermind. It is a truly magical space. We will see you all soon. Love you much.
Okay, I love you all, and remember one more thing. I want to say that if you are driving in traffic and you are bored, go to podcast Awesome Life 101 and listen to us.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Take care.
See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.